horizons in the world below. Try and stop me!
The day's finally come! We're off to meet the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya! What is she planning? And why does she need the gnoses? Soon, we'll have our answers! Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your brother mentioned. What is he expecting you to find there? Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive.
What happened?
But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think, we've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss. Heck, we've even been to the moon! With all that experience under our belts, how can we be any more prepared? Sure thing! Now, stick close to Paimon, the
what
best
the
guide
fuck?
you could ever ask for, and let's charge straight for the finish line!
What about me? Do I get a call
Hi,
out?
Columbina.
Whoa! Columbina? You kind of snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon! Paimon didn't sell you out this time! Oh, so it was you! Alright, guess there's...
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I invited Sandrone, too. But she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya. She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving.
She hasn't changed.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was... not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. Alright, we'll do our best to keep our distance then.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine.
Yeah?
I'm putting you on your stream on audio only because you don't have access to 140p streams.
Oh. What?
It does. Yeah, you need to get access to being able to put you on 140p. You need affiliate.
Yep.
What?
I can put Tunic on quality, but you're stuck on fucking 1080p.
I'm also streaming. Hold on, Dawn. I'm also streaming.
Huh. You really have to read between the lines with Centrone.
Go on, get to the flagship. Today, I want to return the favor. It's...
It's definitely nice to be treated.
Oh,
But...
thank you. So I'm not completely
the moon of not...
Even though it doesn't look that bad at 360. Oh yeah, I mean... So you can look down. I'm not a
Wow! Pure white as far as the eye can see! It's so pretty! Come on! Get...
That's what it's about, honestly.
Is this...
able to pinpoint the location. Well, we should know soon. Let's just hope it all works out. Look! They look similar to the ones in Nodcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in snezhnaya now. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Ah! Paimon got a mouthful of snow! Ooh, it's so cold! Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm! Right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right? These days. Oh, come on, quick! Paimon's heard that snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. Ooh, it's still so cold. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird. She's never felt like this before.
What do you mean? I'm in VC, no? Am I not in VC anymore? Hello? Ah. Dawn. I do have Discord enabled for stream.
Really? I can't hear myself. Yeah, I can't hear myself.
You sure?
Oh, it's like so quiet. You might have to turn us up. You're like 10 times louder than me.
Is that better? Hold on.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, I will refrain from saying slurs, even though I can say them, Twitch.
I didn't even hear you say it, that's the thing.
I was explaining the judge joke and how it was like kind of funny because he wasn't doing it to be transphobic. He just has beef with you.
for some reason.
Oh, no
I think
need.
it's because you rage bait.
Paimon's just feeling a little
Even
low
though he
on
does the same
energy.
thing.
That's all.
Well, yeah,
It's
and you call
nothing
him all sorts
serious.
of things.
Not
Well,
worth.
used to. Not so much now.
Sure thing. Snezhnaya?
What? Oh, huh. Well, I feel like this one was in the special program. Oh yeah, no, this was in the special program. I'm pretty sure. Also, what the fuck?
The snowstorm is getting
Also,
worse
what the
by
fuck?
the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
No, I'm not one.
Oh,
I'm
also,
fuck that.
Nick, me and Jolene had a date last night.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I thought Jolene was gonna
there's a
join
cabin over
BC.
there.
She is. She's getting me lit up.
Let's get out of
okay.
the storm.
But yeah, we had a movie date.
Of course y'all did. I'm not shocked.
That I was
We
hosting.
watched Toy. Yeah, M was hosting / third wheeling.
Sounds alright.
We watched Toy Story 5 and then the Mario Galaxy movie. And honestly, Tunic, the Mario Galaxy movie was just fine. Toy Story 5 is peak. Like it might be the best Toy Story movie. I'm gonna have to wait a bit to like for the recency bias to die down.
Okay.
But it is a Jessie movie.
What is this place?
Oh yeah, no, I've seen it. And I haven't seen the movie,
Where's
but I've seen clips
Paimon?
of it. It's
I need to
not
find
a
her.
Woody movie.
Fast.
It's a Jessie
Paimon?
movie.
It's a Jessie
said.
and Bond movie.
Yes.
And honestly, a perfect end to Bonnie's arc.
Yeah. I don't think there needs to be any more now. Like, after 4, you could make an argument for a 5th. Now, a 6th one would need to be a new kid.
Yeah.
I think Bonnie's story is wrapped up.
Yeah.
That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon.
'Cause now that means that they've both been in 3 movies.
Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside.
But also,
I'll
I
keep
like
this
how
close.
it does not, like, it didn't even shock her that me and Jolene had a date.
Yeah.
It says here, Krasnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. Is this an answer from this world? What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization. Great. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey, time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, I am... To this end, I must Huh? Why is my body like this? I have been like this since I was created. And yet, I also have memories and an awareness. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You can, in accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you. You have made a very wise... Now, I detected that you called out a name earlier. Presumably, the name was Paimon. After helping you get out of here, I will search for a match in the nearby area and pinpoint there, merely the tip of the iceberg. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. Very well. I will remember this name until I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential. The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the Prime Ice blocking the path. Prime Ice unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build.
Hello.
Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door.
My microphone was not plugged in. Hello.
Is this
Hello.
an answer from this
Hello.
world?
Hiya.
Also, the only part of Splatoon Raiders I did was like the tutorial.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
Scanning local
So I'm
environment.
not far enough in for co-op.
Exit. That would not be an efficient approach.
Fair.
One moment.
Also, I
Usable
will be
construct
needing a-
blueprint
Actually,
detected
no,
nearby.
M's ahead of me, I think.
You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more
How far are
quickly.
you in?
Talking to Columbina.
Oh yeah, I am significantly further than you.
Okay.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
I will be back.
Okay.
Is this an answer from this world?
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
No, I'm gonna.
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience.
Oh.
The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties of Kresnik Crystal. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, the authorization to use Kresnik Crystal. That said, I have already... Yes. Perhaps then, we can warm... But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal... Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station...
Paimon! Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blitz. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter. You two must be very important to one another.
Your eyes. Are you?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is new. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again.
Okay.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database against the odds. Your companion is safe and sound. The other person even...
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy.
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have caught a cold. She was feeling so faint. Wait, where did the jester? Yep, the director of the Fatui. The Jester Piero. So, you...
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I opened
Well,
a chest as Lumine.
He was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care
You're
of
now in
Paimon while she's
Snezhnaya?
unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the... Who is that? It looks like... half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A Selvo would...
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy. Oh, but by the looks of it, you probably can't eat that, can you?
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Let's see. Tunic. Is the Eye of Grey voiced by Griffith Burns? Oh, she must be AFK.
That would make sense.
Oh, no, I think she was trapped.
Purgatory's a bitch.
Yeah, it really is.
That's what happened.
Yep.
I was wondering about that.
Is the Eye of Grey voiced by Griffith Burns?
I have no idea, but if that's why his fucking voice is familiar, it would explain a lot of shit. Who the fuck does he voice in other games?
Child.
Is it? Oh my god.
It just sounds like Griffith doing another voice.
Oh my fucking god, look it up. Wait, no, I'm looking it up.
It might not be known yet.
What about child?
Have you spoken to the Eye of Grey yet?
Yeah.
I think it's Griffith doing another voice.
Oh.
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps
Oh my
I can
God, I
suggest
think
my
it is
preferred
actually.
strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
You're not the only
makes
one who thinks
sense.
that, Dawn.
Every
Okay, that's
pair of
good to know.
goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the jester first. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name.
At least for English.
And he acted like
Yeah.
he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrigan from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about it. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he
Imagine if
properly
this is why
introduced
Child is
him.
such a
Oh,
prodigy. He has
seems
the skills of a
unlikely.
previous life.
He ran into the snow,
There is something off
following
about him.
the sound of
People have been
Paimon's
talking about
voice,
that. You wouldn't.
with a really
You would know
anxious
this.
expression on his
If
face.
you actually paid attention to him.
He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in
I have
advance.
no, I'm talking with y'all, but like.
And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the
No,
snow.
that's why I clarified.
He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him.
But you were the story.
He didn't seem to have any ulterior motives. For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to...
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and Director are unfamiliar.
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like the Tsaritsa's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is...
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. We can come back. The jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnograd, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any—
Oh, well, it's we were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have. If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another, more pressing issue at hand. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially if, however, we continue onward. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Snezhnayan way. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest and recover.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never. 'Cause she's in great shape. Sure, she's a little tired right now.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary distraction. Now, Please confirm when you are ready to depart. Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Couldn't... Brace for impact, friend! How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and...
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated.
When the fuck do I get to
Fortunately,
use a gun?
our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data had better be right this time.
Bruh.
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way, and you will see a Kresnik's torch. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest possible route. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I...
I'm still pissed off about the small sliver, though, from Minoko to snezhnaya. I fucking hate when Genshin does that. First it was Natland, and now it's fucking snezhnaya. The entrances, they're so fucking slim. It just makes sense that it's
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
Oh, I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking...
Doubt it. They're probably all closed.
No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business.
Oh, what a bummer.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuzha. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not. Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the Vetcha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Stuzha, meaning bitter cold.
Bitter cold? So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
My Discord is fucking tweaking.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling. And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate. It's robbery is what it is.
Which is why the Snezhnagrad Vetche passed a resolution to support border communities. Without which, you wouldn't even be able to buy Crystal from us to begin with. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the—
You!
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a letter to confirm the true figures, but... Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, we must make sure that as our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or...
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use. But we can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together.
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project Stuja in action, huh?
You were looking for an inn, right? For your,
Oh, Paimon's not a fae. Just Paimon. She must have caught a cold or something.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's... But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
Are you sure? Oh.
All right, then. This way. Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
I finally get to use my magic now.
Full throttle!
So, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't she?
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something.
Don't say that! Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. The train station has been closed. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this, let alone a hunter. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we...
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnagrad. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomaros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private... But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So...
Huh?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Kristall anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Huh. Oh, okay then. Just, alright. Guess there's no point pushing myself. Paimon will stay here and hold the fort then. Be careful, you two.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy. Angry doggy.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get Tagarin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out! When you're all out of carrots? Good doggy. Good.
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep. And rabbit love.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
Paimon's just gonna stay here and get some good rest.
Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to die. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down the... Tagarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty.
I get to play as a fucking dog. This is peak. This is peak Genshin right here. Getting to play as a little doggo.
Anywhere there's a stove, there'll be the scent of Crystal. That's normal. But if he picks up the scent of Crystal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Thanks for looking out for us.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure is Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will...
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Huh? Who are you?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is! It's quite a god.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all, and this isn't who I am. Please believe, we all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate, but some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them out. Oh, I felt so afraid. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the crystal. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the number... I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy Please, make your way over here I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for all the
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomeros for a long time. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unload. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside?
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnaya.
You cocky little brat! Ruining my business! Just you!
Yeah, something felt off, so I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
I'm gonna be right back.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case you put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me, are you really a hunter?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just... well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stuja, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need Crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnagrad. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to. Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's...
Ma'am, it's me.
Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Come on, take...
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sratomaros's a good town. Sit down. Come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest.
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was... Well, grandson dear,
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, I first learned of Sratomaros's energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, the town's been in decline for a while now. But because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Sratomaros still in its heyday. That said, I kinda appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. And when you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore, but she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure, but enough about that. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez, you guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. Good riddance to both of them. It's a good thing you managed to catch them. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Stuzha isn't going away anytime soon. Don't know. The goal of Project Stuzha is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again.
Extending it?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnaya Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnaya Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests. But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sir Tomoro still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. There's always... Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this, I can tell.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnaya? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to. Her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... No way. Are you...
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to... But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnagrad. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, it's so big that Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile. So it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to... I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up and running by tomorrow. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of manpower. Are you sure we can talk them into it?
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnagrad in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora. I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep.
All geared up. All...
Drive carefully, all right? You don't want to end up in this situation again. Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, take this. It's an up-to-date map of the Snezhnayan rail network. All the track switching is automated, so as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about collisions or anything. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sratomaros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check everything's working before you set off.
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out. Goggles? Your time to...
Affirmative. Running vehicle diagnostics.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying up...
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive, talking train
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains. Though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance, please call for the Eye of Grey.
Away we go! Oh, nope. Paimon's gonna find a... Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay? Paimon's still airborne, but it feels like swimming through thick...
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Snezhnayan, right?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people who get sucked into the Shadow Realm, and the few who do make it back,
Huh? Then what the heck do we do now? Oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great! Now we're done for!
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. If it's true, there's a way to escape. Come on, let's...
Look at these Fatui! It's like they've lost their minds!
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living. I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work. Guess we'd better find a way over.
I'll take point.
This is the last one.
What do we do next?
Play it by ear.
Hello. I am glad to see...
For now, at least. But
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm, the darkest space in the shell, where even the Most High is loath to cast. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm only rarely, like an air bubble that rises to the water's surface. We must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
sounds like you have a...
Yes. In fact, it appears that key data... I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the... It may well be one of my core functions. Scan complete. Construction in progress. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the Shadows. This is what remains of the Golden City, Hyperborea.
Let's fucking go! As if you can't see, I'm Clancy.
Whoa!
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring down the walls of the stronghold. And
is this a gun?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, let's go.
How the fuck do I slide?
When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the explosive. Since elemental... For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot.
Oh, I already know.
Many hostile... I suggest a new...
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Can't take much more.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked assault.
Shush. Shush.
Chin.
I don't care. I'm doing this my way. Siege way, right? Well, Call of Duty way.
Where's the back?
Reload! Back in business.
No longer Where's the
Notice how I did that without any stupid little abilities?
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Oh, that's sick. I'm loving this.
Gotta recharge.
Oh, hold on. I would love a little slow motion. Like you're in the air.
Gotta recharge.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. Such devices were originally used to secure structure. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby.
Hey?
Change of tactics. Gotta recharge. Mind the rhythm. Gotta recharge.
Oh, fuck.
Need a refill.
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Mind the rhythm.
Taking cover. You thought I was gonna miss.
Need a refill.
Over.
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
defenses have been breached! Fall back. Taking cover.
Try this! State number 2. Frag out! Need a refill.
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
I don't want this to end so soon.
Reload!
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However,
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead patooey. Guess we gotta storm through.
I want this as an actual Lumine outfit though. I love it. Honestly, my favorite outfit that Lumine's ever been in. Wait. I'm curious. Oh. Damn, it doesn't show a special Lumine. It's so struggle. I need first person mode in this though. So much.
Nice. Time to catch my breath.
you may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Taking cover.
Frag out! Demolition time! Back in business.
I can't be too confident with this shit.
Frag out! Need a refill.
Come on! We're almost there! Huh? Why is everything shaking?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down.
The exit is...
You mean this...
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was right. I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nokrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you?
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding. Far beyond my expectations.
Thank you, Gray.
As
I feel like you
Alosha
just said
said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow
I think
Realm
that's
to
what
manifest in a place like this. But we should still watch out for similar dangers ahead.
Unless it is actually performance-based, because if so, that's low-key fire.
Oh, let's hope not. If anything else goes wrong with this trip, Paimon's gonna have train trauma for life.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, you may do so over there. Please take a moment to catch your breath while I repair the body of the train. Amongst other things, this will...
Oh, thanks, Goggles. You're a trusty train conductor.
Yes, of course. And just like the Eye of Grey, I am sure it will be a great asset to you in your future adventures. If not the trustiest, then it will at least get the job done.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes the train.
Yeah, sure. Paimon wants to forget all about the Shadow Realm. It was so creepy in there. It's so quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just abandoned houses. Huh? So much for repair?
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, the train offers optimized performance and a...
Huh. Didn't know trendiness was a parameter.
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey...
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere.
Change your majesty, the only thing behind was your old skin on the floor. Don't told you to shy away. Manifested ceiling, but you shy away. It's a shooting range. I can just freely use my guns. Like a song hero. Sir. It saddens me that this is not a Lumen skin that we can just use outside, please.
Need a refill. Reload. Try this. Need a refill.
Oh. Oh. Sa telepon day, dark door. Oh, the train is actually moving.
Phew.
Ooh, I fuck with Oculus.
They really had to build the railroad over a canyon, huh?
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain...
They say this mountain... Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead.
Oh my god, it's those little fucks! Let me out, I need to go say hi to those little cunts. Come on, let me out, game.
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably...
It's built for maximum efficiency. But yes, transferring trains... In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get this way. There's a lift...
Go on, I'm listening.
Where was I just now?
Hold on. Yeah. Oh my god, they're smaller than Yao Yao. Oh my god, this is so peak. I was like, wait, you're fairly small.
I
Also,
won't hold you back.
Love...
Much.
Hold on. Oh wait, he's dead. I forgot.
Please go on, I'm listening.
Oh! I think this has to do with the gun stuff. Which I'm gonna end up fucking completing, because I love gun. Oh my god. Find the floor. Stay up pretty as I'm cold. We talked flowers.
Even if I wanted to help, there's nothing I
Look! They have really funny-looking heads! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
I honestly hope that a character like these guys ends up playable one day.
Indeed, you're quite right. Not. That can't be possible.
Oh my god.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything.
Try and stop me!
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets.
Wow! Snezhnagrad is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Yep, no way! Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Paimon... Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnagrad Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security. We're not looking for trouble right now.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot.
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnagrad, I'm afraid.
Oh, we'll just have to use the one on the train then.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less anyway. Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations.
Podvorier restaurant is right this way.
You all missed the good times.
Yeah, I'm never going to use that. I'm
Add
only going to
Astra
go to...
episode.
I'm only going to have
Thank you for completing today's.
password.
Add Astra episode.
Snezhnaya. I responded. Look at your little face! Oh my god!
Off we go.
Navigating my head.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, you're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we... Obviously, the million more question is, what is this Tsaritsa Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of... But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Aloysius, it must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word-on-the-street type of info. Paimon can't think of a few people who might be able to help us. Right. And when we left Noctri, Sandroni So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. We've got There's gotta gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Centrone? Or possibly Tartaglia.
No, Paimon, we're not talking to him. We're talking to Arlecchino or Centrone. We're not talking to Child.
But
I know that there's
we
more.
could sweet talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already.
Look, Paimon, I know that we can't really talk to them because they're hard to talk to and that, but we are not going to Tartaglia. I know Dottore exists, well, did exist, I guess, but, and Pantalone exists, but I fucking hate Child. You know this, Paimon. You know the beef I have with that man.
Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right?
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in...
That's Alosha!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of...
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of...
It'll be fine, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Oh my god, that's Stellovine. Just a... What the fuck did you just say to me?
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over, but as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Just because I want to avoid them, I'm gonna do the fucking test runs. I want to avoid it for as long as possible. Fuck that bitch. Might as well try Odette first since she's brand new.
Together. You're in for a little shock.
Stay clear!
Witness the snow spawn's grace. Hot as death. Let's begin.
Crystalline Adagio.
Let's test my hypothesis. Here, boy! Animo hypo...
Together. Take a break.
One down.
Animo tech 6 degree away. Enhanced animo What a joke.
Waltz of the snowflakes. Pirouette. Let's begin. Crystalline Adagio.
This is where you fall.
Let's get down to business.
Animo hypostasis.
Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's lock absorption test. Rain outlines your fate.
Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
I'm going in.
Enhanced animo mod.
Rain cutter.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
No, my sword.
Everlasting as the moon.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let me weave you a verse.
Swirl. Mark 2.
Overruled. Witness my rise.
I'm trying to sleep. Don't have guns or hands, yeah. Oh, healing.
Here, boy. Good.
Look at you, Boozle. A spot of tea time enhanced animo module 75. Pew pew. On the rock. Let's test my hypothesis.
Sigori, fetch!
Can't handle your dream. Huh. Animo hypostasis emulation.
Bullseye!
Come on, keep up. What a joke.
I really don't want to deal with child.
Nice. Feels like my aim is more accurate.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per they advertise. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's... Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable... Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point, even if you two are old friends as you claim. Please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of... Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware.
No, Lady Marionette. No, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need. All right then. Well, let me know if you run into why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my... Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, on the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class. Unlike Nosha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes. Your treat, of course, because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today.
Full throttle! Try and stop me!
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartag. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't it? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the Jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan. That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade.
By the rest of us, I mean my Tea Party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume he knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the Rooster, Pulcinella, and Regrator, Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a Harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me? Huh? Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Notcry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before, fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlo-Laidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation. but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure and honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Podvorier restaurant. Find her room and if anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
Full throttle!
Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. Meet me back here as soon.
Try and stop me!
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnagrad. Well, I'm Odette.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown. Let's go. Every sec.
Huh. Electro. Okay.
Careful. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. I believe that's God, those are some long ass names.
Stay back!
Witness the snow swan's grace. Pirouette. Let's begin.
Where am I missing? I wish I had.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
Take this!
Crystalline Adagio. Begin. Pirouette.
Oh, thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
I'm gonna be right back. I need a drink.
I should probably have my water bottle.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route.
Thank you. Come on.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for us to leave.
Wait, this place... There's...
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run! out of here.
So it's a 5-star weapon. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but still, it's a 5-star. Damn. I'm not clipping it because, well, I mean, I already have a significantly better weapon. That's just saying I didn't want it.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your... Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. Alright then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star.
Okay.
It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. It just feels like there should be...
Hey, quit daydreaming. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for secondhand swords.
My windrun.
Rev the engines!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome.
What the Okay, sure. Fuck's sake. Hold on, give me a minute. Fuck's sake. When you gonna stop with it? There's something to feet, to an irrespective feet. No, Xbox app is just fucking crashing. Feet to an... Oh. Well, I mean, I don't mind taking a break anyway. Plus, I don't want to do all of the snezhnaya in one sitting, and I have nothing else to do on Genshin. And just not play for, like, what, fucking 80 days or some bullshit. Well, so far, snezhnaya is pretty fun. Happy that I haven't seen Tartaglia yet. I'd love to shoot. Yeah. So far, snezhnaya is pretty fun. No sign of child yet, which I'm happy about. Besides mentions of his name and, well, him in, well, the little flashback parts. Bonus because of Capitano, who mentions. I love Capitano. He's my goat. And I loved the Shadow Realm part when I got to use the gun. Oh, holy fuck, that was fun. Anyway, I'll probably be live on this Saturday or Sunday, continuing the snezhnaya. I'm so happy I started Genshin before snezhnaya. Anyway, see y'all.